Hey guys, happy Monday. Happy Thanksgiving almost. I can't believe that we're this far into the year at this point. It's just been flying by. But I am clearly sitting out on the patio. We have some beautiful weather here today. Zoe is enjoying it as well. Cleo is inside hanging out. So it's just the two of us out here today. But I wanted to talk about what we can look out for in our market if things change, or any indication of things heading in a different direction, because I can't go a week on this channel without someone commenting that a crash is upon us or we need to be concerned about where home prices are going and that kind of thing. And I totally get it. I understand the fear, and we've all lived through 2008, which was absolutely awful. But the Cromford report that I follow posted a really great comparison and a bunch of great data points comparing 2008 and what led up to that to where we're at today. And I wanted to share that with you. So let's jump in. Before I do, make sure you subscribe if this is your first time to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And hit the thumbs up to like my video. All right, so I'm gonna show you this chart. And this is what the Cromford report posted, comparing active listings in 2020 and 2021 to 2005. And you'll see a big difference here is that green line shoots straight upward. So what happened in 2005 is for the first 6 months, our supply was as low as it is today, as low as it is today or at the beginning of this year. And then it shot up after 6 months and almost tripled. And so what happened was that builders were continuing to build at a super fast rate and opening new subdivisions and not realizing that there wasn't enough demand to feed that supply. And so we got to a point where we were oversupplied in this market, and unfortunately, no one was planning to buy these homes. And when you have that situation, how do you sell these homes? You have to lower prices. And eventually that, in 2006, turned into a whole mess of things. Not only this situation, but we had the lending practices and other factors going on as well. But that is where home prices started to decline super fast and the crash ensued. So where we're at today, if you look at that chart, our supply is still really low. We've not had a huge increase like we did in 2005. Rather, we've actually decreased our supply in the last month. Now you can see the chart, the blue line, it starts to increase around July. So yes, this year our supply increased, but let's face it, we needed an increase. But over the last month, it declined again. So we're in no way, shape, or form that green line that is exploding upward back in 2005. So that is not the situation that we're in today. However, what is fueling our demand? Who are all these people buying houses that's keeping the supply low? Well, I've talked about this for a few weeks, or a few weeks back. I've talked about the investors and the iBuyers or instant buyers out there. And yeah, they're a huge chunk of our demand right now. So we need to be realistic in thinking, what happens if these investors ease off and stop buying all of these homes? How is that going to change our market? Well, if that happened, it would increase our supply in the market. Cromford report says we'd probably get about 500 to 1,000 new listings per month if we had these investors pull out. And so over a year's time, that could be a pretty significant increase. Our supply could maybe double after 12 months. But as of right now, there's no indication or sign that they would ease up. If anything, they're getting more motivated, because as an investor, you can buy these properties and you can charge rent to your tenants that is really, really high, higher than you've ever charged before, because that's where rental rates are headed. If you watch my video on Friday, I went through rental rates throughout the valley, and you can see on that rental rate chart that it's just gone straight up and is hanging out up there, because the same situation is happening with rentals. There aren't enough rentals for the people that need them, and so prices continue to increase with rentals as well. So at this point, I don't know when they would ease up. One day, if they do, it would definitely soften the demand that we're seeing. And I think if anything were to happen with them easing up, it would be because they're not able to find tenants to fill their rentals. Thus, they would start to decrease prices on rental rates to attract more people, and then probably stop buying altogether. So, all of that information said, Cromford report says this one indicator is what we should be looking at to know if something is going to start to change, and that is rental rates. So if we start to see rental rates declining, that might be something for our ears to perk up and start thinking about and looking around at other data to figure out what's going on in the market and what's causing that. So there's that tip for you. Great secret, in my opinion. I'm going to keep an eye on rental rates as well. And hopefully this info was helpful for you to understand where we're at in the market. It is Thanksgiving week. I hope everyone has a great week with their families. Take some time off, enjoy. I'll be back next week with another market update. If you have any questions, comment below. Let me know what you think, and I will talk with you all soon. Zoe obviously left, so just me out here. Have a great week, everybody.